there. When I woke up this morning, on the world stood big. The sky was all purple, there were people running everywhere, trying to run from the destruction. You know I didn't even care. 'Cause they say 2000 party over roots out of time. So tonight I'm gonna party like it's 1999. I was dreaming when I wrote this, so sue me if I go too fast. But life is just a party and party's fun meant to last. Worries all around us, my mind says prepare to fight. So if I gotta die, I'm gonna listen to my body tonight. 'Cause they say 2000 party over rooms out of time. Running out of time. So tonight I'm gonna party like it's 1999. I got a lion in my pocket, and baby, he's ready to roar. Before I make that happen, I'll dance my life away. They say 2000 party over rooms out of time. I'm gonna party like it's 1999. 2000 party over rooms out of time. So tonight I'm gonna party like it's 1999. 1999. might find another clue. The Scooby snacks will be waiting here for you. What's the Scooby-Doo? We're coming after you. Gonna solve that mystery. I see a Scooby-Doo, the path that leads to you. What's the Scooby-Doo? Na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na. What's the Scooby-Doo?
Thank you. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome out Downingtown. This is School of Rock's senior show. We are honoring the legacy of 10 wonderful, wonderful teenagers tonight. This is their final show with us. Bittersweet. The hardest night of the year for me, the opposite of Christmas Eve. This is whatever that is for me. We're going to meet each kid tonight. We're going to learn a little bit about them. Learn a little bit about what makes them tick. We're going to ask them why they picked the song that they're choosing to leave us with tonight. And we're going to induct quite a few of them into our Wall of Fame over here tonight, which we'll talk a little more about. Our first senior is this guy right here, Mr. Andrew Shank. Let's hear it for Andrew, please. Andrew, how old are you, Andrew?
I'm 18 years old.
18 years old, all right. Andrew plays the guitar and the bass. And how long have you been playing music? Tell us a little bit about, just how you started playing music.
I got a guitar, I think my 14th birthday, I believe. And after that, I signed up for School of Rock, and then the rest is history.
The rest is history. What kind of music would you say that you like to listen to in your spare time?
Probably just 90s stuff.
90s stuff, and we've got some 90s stuff in the show. This is actually a 90s song here. And we've got some, hang on one second. That happens. It's okay. It's okay. You picked the Rage Against the Machine song, which, as you know, is my favorite band, right? What made you pick this song?
I remember a few years ago, back when I first learned it, and it was the one bass line just kept playing whenever I could. I had my bass, I just start playing this song, and I would always think I want to just get people together just to play this song, and that never really happened, so I thought, why not?
Let's do it here. Do you guys mosh at all? You guys want to really get into this with us? Do we have any moshing grandparents willing to get up here and get in the pit with us right now and make Andrew's dream a reality? Can we do that? Yo, we got a pretty damn good band on this song, I'll say. We got some aggressive, testosterone-laden youth. We're ready to unleash on you. What are you going to do in the fall? What are you planning to do next?
I'm planning on attending Delaware County Community College.
And do you have any, I still don't know what I want to be when I grow up, but do you have any idea what you want to do post-college and just beyond?
I have absolutely no idea.
Okay, that's right. He's going to be rich! That's the right answer! He's going to be, no, that's not the right answer. Okay. Andrew Shank, let's hear it for this guy. Senior, graduate. He's going to play one final song for y'all. This is Rage Against the Machine.
you try to discredit, you still never read it. The needle I threaded, radically poetic, standing with the fury that they had in '66. And lucky dollar man, still knee deep in the system shit. Hoover, he was a body remover. I'll give you a dose, but it can never come close to the range built up inside of me. Fist in the air in the land of hypocrisy. Movements come and movements go. Leaders speak, movements cease when the heads are flown. The blood got bullets in the head. Departments of police, the judges, the feds, networks at work, keeping people calm. You know they went after King when he spoke out on Vietnam. Turned the power to the have-nots. And then came the shot. Yeah! Oh! With poetry in my mind, I flex. Flip like the Wilson. Funkles never lacking that finesse. What do I got to do to wake you up? To shake you up, to break the structure up. This bus still flows in the gutter. I'm like taking photos. Mad boy kicks open the shutter. Set the groove and stick and move like I was Cassius. Do the stuff that's stepping up and left about the fascists. Yeah! Several federal men pull schemes on the dream and put it to an end. You better beware of retributions with mind war. 2020 visions and mirrors with metaphors. Networks at work, keeping people calm. You know they murdered X and tried to blame it on Islam. Turned the power to the have-nots. And then came the shot. What's the price in your head? What was the price on your head? I think I heard a shot. I think I heard a shot. I think I heard a shot. I think I heard a shot! I think I heard a shot! I think I heard a shot. Recognition is good content. Like violence. Through counterintelligence, it should be possible to pinpoint potential troublemakers and neutralize them. Through counterintelligence, it should be possible to pinpoint potential troublemakers and neutralize them. And neutralize them. Neutralize them. Wake up! 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 Ah! Rah! Rah! How long? Not long! Cause what you reap is what you sow!
All right, it's going to be that kind of night, people, so I hope I hope you brought your helmet. That was Mike Flowhouse on lead vocals. We'll hear some more from Mike. One more round of applause for Andrew Shank. One more round of applause for Shank. All right. We got another heavy song for y'all. There's quite a few heavy songs in this show. And this right here is Mr. Noah Cucarulo. Let's hear it for Noah, please. Noah picked a song by the band Helmet, which is an aggressive band.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell all these wonderful people that drove here tonight to watch you play music why you picked this song, Noah?
So I got a dartboard and I threw a dart at a dartboard and it didn't hit the dartboard. It hit a CD. From the Crow CD.
And so you picked this song because you missed the dartboard.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a certain slackerness that I can appreciate about this scenario. That you were trying to do something and you couldn't even quite do that right.
Yeah.
And this is what we ended up with.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I love that about you, my man. Okay, so Noah's actually a very interesting cat here. But before we learn too much about him, why don't you tell us a little bit about what got you inspired to play the guitar?
Well, when
Talk into the microphone because they can't hear you when you're like that, but they can hear you when you're like that.
So that's how it works.
Sure is, man.
All right. So about 8th grade, I wanted to play bass because one of my friends said I could be in a band. Band never happened, but I still learned how to play bass. And then I'm like, bass is too easy. Let's go to guitar. So that's what I've been stuck with for the past 6 years.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You are planning to go to Florida in the fall. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Full Sail University, which is actually a pretty prestigious music school, music and film and the arts in general. What are you going to study at Full Sail?
Film.
Film. Okay, and you envision yourself making movies someday, maybe?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Do you have any ideas for scripts or anything?
If I told the audience, I might have to kill all of you.
Yes. I wasn't asking you to give away your $1 million idea. I was just curious if you have anything percolating. And do you think you'll continue to play some music? I think Florida has a pretty active metal scene.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue to play guitar.
Do your thing.
Continue to do what I do, and
Cool.
then see where I go from there.
Cool. What was your first show at School of Rock?
That was Queen.
Queen. And what was your favorite show?
CBGB's.
CBGB's. Okay, so you like the punk rock.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we're going to do this song. The song's called Milk Toast. This is one of 2 songs about milk in the show, somehow, inconceivably. It's a heavy one, but this is Noah, and this is his final song, so let's make some noise for this guy, huh?
I don't. The habits that become me. My useless.
Don't forget what you heard.
Nice job, Noah Cucarulo. High five, bud. I'll always remember that song. For the rest of my life, I'm going to remember that song. No, it was great. It was perfect. It was just what we needed at that time. It was just what we needed. Okay, give me one sec here. Okay, moving right along here. We got one of my favorite kids doing a song by one of my favorite bands on this next show. This is Mr. Michael Sweely. Let's hear it from Michael Sweely. What a great kid we got here. Michael is multi-talented, as he's about to display on this next song. He plays many instruments, all of them fairly well. He also has what I think may be the best hair at School of Rock right now. I've been telling him this for a long time. He looks like he looks like he's one of the Strokes or something, or like young Bob Dylan, you know? He's just got great hair. Michael is a member of our house band. He's been a member as a keyboard player. He does a little vocals as well. And he's a very sweet kid. Before the show, he gave me a little gift that got me a little, I was very touched by it. And I'm gonna just share it with you because I thought it was very nice. I feel like I have my heart pretty well protected at this point, but he caught me off guard, and I feel like I even got a little tear in my eye. He knows how much I love Calvin and Hobbes, and he hand drew a strip that he just thought had some significance. And as soon as I started reading it, I knew exactly which strip it was. And I thought that was really kind, man. I'm going to frame that and put that in my office, and I really appreciate you, and I appreciate you doing that, man. Thank you. Come on up here for a sec. Let's talk up here. Why don't you tell us your first School of Rock show?
Devo.
Devo's so great, man. Nobody ever wants to do the Devo show, and when it's over, it's everybody's favorite show. We wear hazmat suits and red energy domes, and there's choreographed dance moves, and the songs are all just so weird, but like when you're 13, they're everything. And I remember you in that show. I actually remember, was it Eric Anderson that directed that show? I remember Eric and I were talking, and I was like, what's up with the Devo show? And he's like, oh, there's this new guy, Sweely. I think he's going to work out. I remember him saying that to me. And he just like saw that you had a passion for music and that you were going to put your heart and soul into everything that you did. He could tell right then. What was your favorite rock school show?
It's probably Devo. It was really fun, just a lot, like the best kids ever, It was a really great time.
Is that Ricky Horning talking over there while I'm trying to have a moment on stage? Ricky? Come on, man. This is going to be you next year, and we're going to have We're gonna have Eliza Claffey or somebody down there yapping. You play guitar, you play keys, you play drums. Talk a little bit about just your journey. What instrument did you play first? What do you like? What would you give up if you had to give up one?
So I started playing keys first, and I played a little guitar before I got here. But when I got here, I noticed a bunch of my friends were signing up for like shows that didn't really have keys in them. So I was like, I want to switch to guitar because I want to be with my friends. And then after that, I switched back to keys, and then back to guitar, and then I took drum lessons, and then got put on bass songs, and it's just all that.
Very cool. And you're playing a bunch of instruments in the show tonight. What are you doing in the fall?
I'm going to Pitt.
Pittsburgh. You're not the only student going to Pitt from tonight's show. What are you gonna study at Pitt?
I'm thinking psychology, but I'm not 100% yet.
All right. Well, whatever you do, I hope you still play a little music in your spare time, and I know you're into like cooking and that sort of stuff, right? I hope you'll continue to just be creative with your life. You are the first person tonight to be inducted onto our Wall of Fame, Mr. Michael Sweely, right here. And I'll tell you all that it's not easy to get on the Wall of Fame. You either have to make All-Stars, which I love Mike, but he did not do. That's okay. Or you have to do 20 shows here at School of Rock, okay? And Mike, in his time here, did 21 shows. 21 shows, class of 21. Thank you for that. And while I'm thinking about it, I just want to make this official because I've been thinking about doing this for a while. After tonight's show, I'm raising the limit of shows to 30. Oh yeah, Ricky, I got you in my scope. I know I'm causing an outrage here. There's some kids who are up in arms, but we're raising the limit to 30, and I'll explain more to the kids who are here. More. But Michael, you are on the Wall of Fame. You have made the cutoff, bro. We will remember you forever, okay? Mike's gonna play guitar and keys and sing on this next song. He does an incredible job. The song is Tame Impala by Elephant. Let's hear it from Michael Sweely here. You got this, brother. You got this.
Shaking his big red trunk for the hell of it. He knows that you're dreaming about being loved by him. Too bad your chances are slim. And it's not like Mr. Shuck to get shy when they ask him who is on top. No. That's how it is to you. He's got friends, but they got the fear, who won't care too much if he just disappeared. Hey look, hey there he is now, coming down the stairs. pulled the mirrors off his Cadillac, 'cause he doesn't like it looking like he looks back. He talks like his opinion is a simple fact. Somebody grabbed his collar, he cried the whole way home. No one remembered a thing when they saw him again. That's how it is till the end. Yeah.
All right, let's talk about this guy for a second, all right? Jeez. Talk about a caterpillar and a butterfly. This guy right here showed up in 9th grade and couldn't play Third Eye Blind, and now he's leaving playing King Crimson and Steely Dan. This is the rock school story right here, personified. What's your name, bud?
Owen.
This is Owen. Owen's a senior, he's a drummer, he's a bass player. I had him in his first show. If you told me then what I know now, I would not have believed it. I watched this kid transform into a beast of a musician. Like I said, his first show was what?
Best of the 90s.
Best of the 90s. And what were some of the songs you played in that show?
Buddy Holly, Semi-Charmed Life, and Whitney Houston.
I put the Semi-Charmed Life song in the show, and I really did not like the song, and the kids found a way to make me hate it even more. Yes. There's nothing quite like do, 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 but wrong. There's nothing like that. But they found a way to do it. They did. What were some of your favorite shows over the years, bud?
Steely Dan, Prague, Red Hot Chili Peppers versus No Doubt, King Crimson, Stevie Wonder. They were all great.
Cool. What are you doing with yourself in the fall?
I'm going to Berklee College of Music to study bass guitar.
Berklee College of Music. That's a big deal, man. That's a big school. That is a big thing right there. I'm very proud of you, man. We've had a few kids go to Berklee over the years. I think you'll do well there. I hope you'll keep playing music, and I hope you'll keep in touch. I hope you'll come back and visit, and do all the things that none of these people ever do. Owen is also going on our Wall of Fame right here. I will say there's a remarkably high number of kids in this show, which I think is just a tribute to how much they love School of Rock. So to do 20 shows. In the old days, when you did one show per season, that was about 7 years of rock school time. So we figured that was like a thing to honor the kids. Owen definitely has been able to condense that. But you've done 23 shows in 4 years. Is that right? That's right. He's a member of the house band. I'm very proud to put him on the Wall of Fame. I'm very proud to have had him in our school. Let's hear it for this guy. Owen Cheapow. He's going to play probably the most aggressive song of the night. If you thought, this one's up there. This is a band called Dillinger Escape Plan, and you'll see. Here we go.
Whoa!
All right, that was Reagan Spina on the vocals there. Tough song, workout. Owen Chappelle, nice job, bro, nice job. All right. Okay, so we're gonna bring things down a little bit, give our ears a little rest on this next song. And we're gonna introduce a guy that's... You in tune? Yeah. All right, come on over, bud. Let's hear it for Nate Schiller. I can't believe you're a senior, Nate. Man, I can't believe you're a senior. I've had Nate on house band tours for the last 5 years. Has it been that long? Man, it seems like a long time. Man, this one's hard. They're all hard, but Nate, like I said, you know, you watch these kids grow up here. Nate had a little bit of a transformation, I would say. You showed up as a Green Day kind of kid, right? And you're leaving as a King Crimson kind of kid. He's the rock school story just as much as Owen is. A lot of these kids are, you know, they get here, and frankly, they don't know what they don't know, and they learn it here. They learn what great music and great culture is, and I feel like certainly every one of these kids in the show, but I hope that all of our students leave here just a more cultured, nuanced person, and I think this guy definitely is the case. What was your first show?
Green Day.
Did you sign up just for Green Day?
Yes.
All right. We just did a Green Day camp here this week that was on stage yesterday. So in some weird way, you know, we've had 12 or 15 kids yesterday finish this Green Day camp, and a few of them will sign up and probably start the same journey that you did. And in 7 years, I'll be getting misty-eyed talking about them. And I haven't even met them yet, but I just know it's going to happen because that's what happens here. What was your favorite rock school show that you've done here, Nate?
Well, that's a hard choice.
Say Green Day.
No. It's gotta probably King Crimson. I played the hardest song that I'm probably ever gonna play here, and nothing quite feels the same as getting up there and knowing that everything you've worked so hard for comes down to one song, and then playing that song the best you've ever played.
Man, that is some powerful gospel wisdom you just dropped on us. What are you doing in the fall, Nate?
I will be studying audio engineering and technology at Belmont University.
Belmont University in Nashville, Tennessee. Great music school. This kid's going to go on and do some very cool things, I have a feeling. You are going on our Wall of Fame, Mr. Nate Schiller. Let's hear it. I found this awesome picture of you with a bunch of seemingly hot girls in front of you worshiping your guitar Jedi-ness. And I think this is an appropriate way to encapsulate your memory for everyone for the rest of the time. One of my favorite things about Nate, and it's not even about Nate, it was about rock school, was sometimes during rehearsal or on house band tour or just on the bus, the kids would spontaneously break out into a Nate chant. And I think it would be awesome if one last time we could do that. Here we go. Nate, 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 Nate. Let's hear it for Nate Schiller. He's going to do Thunder Road by Bruce Springsteen. It's very special. Enjoy.
28.
My bad. 28 shows Nate Schiller did. 28 shows. That's a long time. That's like, it's like 4 shows in dog years. Yes.
You bet there's tambourine.
screen door slams, Mary's dress sways. Like a vision she dances across the porch as the radio plays. Roy Orbison singing for the lonely. Hey, that's me and I want you only. Don't turn me home again, I just can't face myself alone again. Don't run back inside, darling, you know just what I'm here for. So you're scared and you're thinking that maybe we ain't that young anymore. Sure, little faith, there's magic in the night. You ain't a beauty, but hey, alright. Oh, and that's alright with me. You can hide beneath the covers and study your pain. Make crosses from your love with roses and the rain. Waste your summer praying in vain for a savior to rise from these streets. Well, now I'm no hero, that's understood. All redemption I can offer goes beneath this dirty. With a chance to make it real somehow. Hey, what else can we do now?
Except roll down the windows and let the wind blow back your hair. Well, the night's busting open, it's too late to take us anywhere.
We got one last chance to make it real. Two shading these wings on some wheels. Climbing back, heaven's waiting down on the track. Oh, come take my hand. We're riding out tonight to kiss the promised land. Oh, thunder road, oh, thunder road, oh, thunder road. Lying out there like a killer in the sun. Hey, I know it's late, we can make it if we run. Oh, thunder, sit tight, take hold, thunder roll. Well, I got this guitar and I learned how to make it talk. And my car's out back if you're ready to take that long walk. From your front porch to my front seat. Doors open but the ride ain't free. And in the road, tonight we'll be free. All the promises will be broken. Never gone in the eyes of all the boys you sent away. Eyes in a skeleton, eyes of a burned out Chevrolets. They scream your name at night in the street. Your graduation gown lies in rags at your feet. And in the lonely cool before dawn, you hear the engines rolling on. So merry climbing. Yes, a town full of losers. I'm pulling out your way.
Wasn't that lovely after some Rage Against the Machine and some Helmet and some goddamn Dillinger Escape Plan that we could just have a nice Bruce Springsteen song? Thank you for that, Nate. That might have been the nicest thing you've done for us. Just give us some Bruce. All right. Let me get my thoughts collected here. I know it seems like quick, but it's like this is like one emotional roller coaster after another for me. Just boom, 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 all these kids. Let me get a picture here. JP's a rapper. Okay, so we've got this man, Mr. Michael Flowhouse. Let's hear it from Michael Flowhouse. Certain kids, you remember the first time you see them, and I remember the first time I saw Michael Flowhouse. We were at the Ardmore Music Hall, and I was sitting with Eric Svalgaard. We were having a beer, I believe. It was a Sunday afternoon. And I was watching Eric's kids play, and I noticed this like scrappy little left-handed kid that just had a vibe. And it wasn't even, I'm not even sure it was a good vibe. I just knew there was a vibe. I'm kidding. Kidding. I'm saying that I saw something special in this guy. And I didn't even know who he was. Like I said, he was just another kid from another school. As fate sometimes, throws you a curveball. The Wilmington School of Rock closed, which was very sad for me because Eric was a good friend. And a bunch of those kids ended up here. And I took it as a personal, just almost an unspoken favor to Eric to try and get these kids acclimated and give them a home away from their home, which they had lost. And Mike, to his credit, came in, passionate, ready to rock, and jumped in and did his thing. He was joining a school that had a bunch of established kids, and starting out anywhere new, I think is hard. But I learned that Mike is really a tenacious individual, and when he wants to do something, he will dig in, and he will put in the time, and he will outlast everybody else. And I say that with love and reverence, because I can't say that about everybody. He has a heart and a drive that is very unique to him. And it's something that I have a pretty good feeling about this kid. I think that if I had to pick one kid that's going to go out there and sleep on floors and eat fast food and just pay his dues, which actually probably sounds really exciting to most of you guys who are still in high school. But once you get over the age of 22, it's not as cool. But I have a feeling that this kid is going to outlast everybody else and figure out a way to do something cool with music. And I can't wait to see what it is, because he really lives and breathes and sleeps it. And he's got a lot of talent, and he's got a lot of drive. What was your first show at School of Rock, Mike? Take us way back to Wilmington.
The 90s show with John McCarthy.
The 90s show. So we have a bunch of kids starting with the 90s show. And what was your first show here?
Metallica with John.
Metallica. And what was your favorite show that you've ever done here?
Either CBGB's or 10 by Pearl Jam.
Cool. What are you going to do in the fall?
Be very busy playing with my band and working at a studio.
Cool. So he's going to be working at a studio. He's got a band that's actually been gigging and doing some shows. Every once in a while, I see footage of him at the TLA or some, sitting in with some cool band and sounded better than the guys in the band, which like I said, keep an eye on this kid. He's left-handed too, which is that gives him a head start in this thing. I think he's going to do really great things. He's going on the Wall of Fame. And I picked this photo because Mike likes a lot of likes a lot of heavy music. And I always see these photos of Mike, and he's in the shadows, and he's menacing, and he has this great guitar face, he should be playing with Ozzy Osbourne or something, but he's like actually like, you know, he's such a sweet, like jovial, friendly, like cultured kid. And I just like, whenever he's around, I learn something, and I like listening to talk to people about movies and books and things like that. So I picked this picture because he's smiling in it, and it's kind of bright and festive. And I think it just like, it captures his vibe. He's playing a note that he really likes, and he's in a happy mood. So Mike did 30 shows combined between the two schools, man. He's been a rock school kid for a long time. This is his moment. He's gonna play this song. It's called Shakin' in My Cage by Mr. Joe Perry of Aerosmith. This is Michael Flowhouse.
I get a dream to come true. Once in a while I get a room with a view. Love real faith in heaven's touch. Can't all tell me that you're much too much. You think you just turn the page. I gotta tell you that you're shaking the cage, shaking the cage, shaking the cage. Shake, shaking, shaking the cage, shaking the cage, shaking the cage. Shake, shaking, shaking the cage. Everybody feels like they got something to do. Driving around the corner, hit someplace new. Flows like a river cause you can't be slow. No room for a Honda, it's a real fast road. You think you just turn the page. I gotta tell you that you're shaking the cage, shaking the cage, shaking the cage. Shaking, shaking, shaking the cage, shaking the cage, shaking the cage. Shake, shaking, shaking the cage. Baby, cause your heaven's touch. Friends all tell me that you're much too much. They all know they can feel the crush, cause they all know I got the world clutch. You think you just turn the page. I gotta tell you that you're shaking the cage, shaking the cage, shaking the cage. Shake, shaking, shaking the cage, shaking the cage, shaking the cage. Shake, shaking, shaking the cage, shaking the cage, shaking the cage. Shake, shaking, shaking the cage, shaking the cage, shaking the cage. Shake, shaking, shaking the cage.
We're both gonna get out. We're both gonna get through this without crying. I have confidence. We can do this. This is a good thing, not a bad thing. How are you, Ani Goldman?
I'm pretty good. How are you, Tom?
I'm fantastic. What a night, huh? We got a full house here. First really full house that we've had in about 18 months. Which thank you guys for coming out and celebrating these kids with us. You are a vocalist and a keyboard player and a bass player.
I am.
We turned you into a bass player this year.
You did.
Tell us a little bit about what got you into music when you were a kid.
I mean, probably my family. I've been into music for as long as I can remember. Like, we found, like, old videos of me, like, jumping around on a swing set, like, making songs up. It was like, I was like, I didn't even know I did that. Like, okay.
Do you remember any of the songs?
I remember I said that my song was silly, but that's okay, because I made it up, because I'm the director. That was my song.
Okay.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
You started piano lessons, I guess, maybe? Vocal lessons? What got you, like, what was your first, like, formal training?
Well, I took classic piano starting at the age of 6. When I was 10, well, I kind of cheated. I never, like, really read the music. I would, like, wait for her to play it. Like, you know, I think I annoyed her a lot, but it's fine. But so I was like, I don't feel like doing music theory and classical, whatever. So I was like, let's switch it up. And my mom was like, School of Rock. I was like, okay, why not? And so I started with Peggy, my vocal lessons.
Peggy! Peggy's here tonight. Give her a shout out, yeah? And then you did some bass lessons this last year, yeah?
Yeah, I did.
Cool. What was your first show at School of Rock?
British Invasion.
British Invasion. Wow, taking me way back. Who was the director of that show?
John.
John, yeah, okay. And what was your favorite show that you've done over the years?
I think it'd have to be either Pink Floyd or Soul.
Pink Floyd or Soul, all right. Yo, the Soul show was good. The Pink Floyd show was pretty good too, as I recall. They were both pretty awesome, epic shows. What are you doing in the fall?
I am starting in Westchester, doing forensic and toxicological chemistry.
Whoa. That sounds like something I don't want to know more about. That sounds like something very hard, but probably very rewarding. Yeah?
We want a speech. Speech.
Do you have a little speech for us?
I think I will cry if I give a speech.
Okay. So I'm not going to make her give a speech because Ani is singing the most fragile, delicate, beautiful song ever. And no director would make a kid give an emotional speech before they have to sing this little tender song.
I'll do it after.
Afterwards, we'll get a speech. Ani's going on our Wall of Fame. She's got 21 shows here. And man, this is such a great picture of you. I feel like this is like prom/profile worthy, right? This is just a gorgeous picture. Do you know what show this is from? It looks like
I think it's Soul.
Soul, yeah. Okay. Well, you will be forever enshrined on our wall. We will look back on you fondly, and we hope that when you're done doing the forensic toxicology stuff, that you'll come in and say hi to us once in a while, all right? Let's hear it for this girl, Ani Goldman. Moms, I'm warning you now, there's not going to be a dry eye in the room when this song is done. This is Whitney Houston, and it's absolutely wonderful.
Share everything that you do. I don't really need to look very much further. I don't wanna have to go where you don't follow. I won't hold it back again. This passion inside can't run from myself. There's nowhere to hide. But don't make me close one more door. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms if there on my side, imagine you there. Don't walk away from me. I have nothing, nothing, nothing if I don't have you. You see through right to the heart of me. You break down my walls with the strength of your love. I never knew a love like I've known it with you. Will our memories survive? Oh, one I can hold on to. I don't really need to look very much further. I don't wanna have to go where you don't follow. I won't hold back again. This passion inside can't run from myself. There's nowhere to hide. Don't make me close one more door. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms if there on my side, imagine you there. Don't walk away from me now. I have nothing, nothing, nothing. Don't make me close one more door. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms if there on my side, imagine you there. Don't walk away from me now. Don't walk away from me. Don't you dare walk away from me. I have nothing, nothing, nothing if I don't have you. If I don't have you.
Ani Goldman, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, let's get that speech. It's all right. How many of you guys imagined yourself as Whitney Houston singing that at that moment? Just, man, that was beautiful. Very nice work. Very nice work. Okay. Let's hear it for Reagan Spina, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
How many piercings do you have? 12 piercings, okay. Very punk rock parents at the Spina House. God bless you. I love it. How long have you been a student at School of Rock? It's been a long time.
8 years.
8 long. That's like half your life almost. Yeah. All right. What was your first show?
Green Day.
With Nate?
Yes.
Oh, man. All right. We had 2 kids doing that show for the first time. Do you remember anything about that show?
Not necessarily, but that was like my intro. I did not play bass.
You did play bass at one point, though. I remember you played the chain. I remember, yes. I remember. Do you remember what your first like vocal song in Green Day was?
Pulling Teeth.
Pulling Teeth, okay. And we did the Monkees together, right? And I feel like most kids didn't like the Monkey Show, even though I loved it. I thought it was like one of my favorite shows. But the kids always complain about the Monkey Show for some reason. But we did it together, and it was great. It was great. What was your favorite show that you did over the years?
Probably Paramore.
Paramore, okay, that makes sense, all right. And what are you going to do in the fall?
I'm going to Chestnut Hill College for political science.
Very cool. That's in Philadelphia, right? Very cool. Okay. We have a lovely picture of you that we're going to induct onto the Wall of Fame right here. Reagan is a bit of a...
Yeah.
Okay. So, Reagan is a bit of a chameleon. If you go back over the years and look at her pictures, she has more looks than David Bowie. And so she's got blue hair tonight, but here she is a strawberry red kind of hot pink thing going on, right? Very fashion savvy, very, you know, when I was doing the program, I made a point to do your name going this way instead of going that way, because I feel like you're always going the other way. Whatever way everybody else is going, you're doing your own thing. So I did that for you, okay? I'm going to miss this kid. She's been here for a long time. Her family's been here even longer than she has. I'm lucky to have her and her sister at School of Rock. This is the end of the era, end of an era for the Spinas, and we're going to miss you guys. Let's hear it for Reagan and the whole Spina family. She's going to sing this song by Cage the Elephant. It's called Cigarette Daydreaming. Enjoy.
Looking for the answers in the pouring rain. You wanna find your peace of mind. Looking for the answer. If we could find a reason to change. Looking for the answer. If you could find a reason to stay. Standing in the pouring rain.
Reagan Spina. Nice work, Reagan. Beautiful song.
He's adding smoke for dramatic effect. It'll take a minute.
All right, guys, we've got just a few songs left here. But they're all wonderful songs coming up here. Okay, let's hear for Nicole Dungan right here. My Lord. Yeah, we can't clap loud enough for Nicole. Nicole is a vocalist. She plays little keyboards. She can sing just about any style of song. I've tried to find things she couldn't do, and I haven't found any yet. She's perfectly comfortable screaming Iron Maiden or singing Michael Jackson. And she sounds great doing it. What was your first School of Rock show, Nicole?
My first show was Van Halen, which we happen to also be doing now this season.
Oh.
It's kind of like full circle thing.
Interesting. Okay, I usually wait like one more season. I like to, but you did the Van Halen show. What songs did you sing in that show?
Atomic Punk, I think, was the first one I ever did. It was like my first song in any of my first rehearsals.
Is anybody from the Van Halen show here tonight?
Here we are.
You guys are not in the Van Halen show. No, you're not in the Van Halen show. Who is?
Cole's in the back.
Cole?
I was.
Cole's, no. The one we're doing right now. I want to know who's singing Atomic Punk right now. That's what I want to know. Oh, you guys aren't there. Okay.
That's so
All right. That is upsetting, right? Isn't that the worst when you find out that the song you did isn't even in the new version of the show? You're like, oh, what are they doing? What kind of music do you like? Tell us some of the bands you're into.
I like basically everything. I know it's like kind
Kid
of like
Rock,
the most.
Nickelback, stuff like that.
I didn't finish my sentence. Hold on.
Creed.
Hold up. I know it's like a really like common thing to say, but like generally I do tend to say like the rock genre, but under the rock genre, I listen to just about anything that there is.
Just give us a couple bands for the
I don't know, like
grandparents. out there.
Paramore.
Paramore,
is one of my
okay.
favorites all
Paramore.
time.
Who else? Who else you got? Anything?
Soundgarden. Anything by Chris Cornell,
Soundgarden.
I cannot ever get enough of. I literally like in my car. I don't have an aux cord in my car, so I just recently bought like a giant like several CD pack of like just all Chris Cornell songs.
All right.
So that's like all I listen to right now. Yeah.
You are doing a Chris Cornell song here with
I am
us
doing
today.
that.
That's exciting. You guys, any Soundgarden fans here with us tonight? Okay, Nicole's gonna crush this song. Before we crush it, tell us what you're doing in the fall.
I'm gonna be going to Pitt.
University of Pittsburgh. Okay, we've got 2 students going to Pittsburgh. What are you gonna study?
Environmental policy and environmental studies, something like that.
Cool. I have no doubts that you're going to do something life-changing, world-changing, potentially solve global warming.
I would hope so.
That would be awesome,
I
right?
am going to single-handedly solve global warming. You heard it here.
Someday there'll be a bunch of kids being like, "Did you really know Nicole Dungan?" And I'll be like, "God damn right I did." That's what's gonna happen. Nicole's going on our Wall of Fame. Let's hear it for Nicole. 25 shows. I somehow found the show of you in, I don't want to say a normal dress, but a very like, this is like, I feel like this is conservative for Nicole, for your fashion sensibility.
I also wore that dress last season, actually.
What show is this from, do you know?
I think that is from, maybe Brian's Choice or like Prague? That might be Prague. I think that's Prague show. See?
I always hold.
Yeah, it's Prague.
I always hold Nicole up as an example of stage dress because it doesn't matter when she's here or why she's here. She's always dressed like she's about to get on stage and sing a song. And like I think it's so refreshing that a kid like comes in on a Tuesday afternoon and they're wearing like, 6-inch. What are these called? Are they heels? Are they clogs? What are they called? Platforms? Okay. I'm not hip. But my point is that, because I always do this. The kids come in for rehearsal. I'm like, I wanted to take some pictures, and you're wearing flip-flops or something like that.
Yeah, Nate. Yeah.
I'm not going to call anybody out in particular, but this guy is flip-flop Nate.
Literally like 2 days ago.
Nicole is always ready. Nicole is always ready for a photo. She's always ready to get on stage and kick ass. That's what I love about her. She sings with all the heart and passion that of any kids that have ever gone through the school here. And I've always thought of you as our house band tour mom. Even when you were in like 9th grade and there were other tour moms, I was like, Nicole someday is going to be the person that keeps this whole goddamn thing together, I'm pretty sure. And I mean that as a compliment. You're a really great, responsible, smart kid. And I look forward to seeing what you do. I want to give you a high five, okay? She's going to sing this song. It's Burden in My Hand by Soundgarden. Nicole Duncan, let's hear it for her.
Go
I'm in the dark. So follow me into the desert, as desperate as you are. The moon is glued to a picture of heaven and all the little pigs I've got. Oh no, there she goes, out in the sunshine. The sun is mine, the sun is mine. I shot my love today. Would you ride for me? I lost my head again. Would you ride for me? I left her in the sand, just a burning in my head. I lost my head again. Would you ride for me? Yeah, would you ride for me?
All right, we've got one senior left here, and he needs no introduction, but I'm going to do it anyway. Mr. J.P. McGrath. Those are some great shoes you got there, buddy. They look fantastic. Tell us a little bit about you, Mr. J.P.
Well, my name's JP. I like long walks on the beach. Who doesn't? And I go to the School of Rock in Downingtown, Pennsylvania.
You play the bass?
I do indeed, yes.
Do you play any other instruments?
I do. It's funny you should ask. Yeah, I play. You want the list? Okay. I play, in addition to bass, I play guitar, keys, harmonica, drums, mandolin, trumpet, cornet, auto harp, and banjo. You play tambourine? I play hella tambourine.
JP actually played all the instruments in tonight's show. He played guitar, bass, drums, keys, and vocals. We don't count the auto harp or the other stuff. And harmonica, which is, it's pretty rare that somebody hits for the cycle in a rock school show, but you've done that here today. Pretty epic. What was your first show at School of Rock?
Oh, it was One Hit Wonders.
One Hit Wonders, and who directed that show?
Peggy directed that show.
Peggy! All right, shout out to Peggy. I remember that show. What do you remember about that show?
I remember thinking, until I graduate high school, it's just set in stone now that my first ever rock school song is Hey Mickey by Tony Basil. I remember thinking Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley was like the hardest song composed for bass ever.
I remember both of those things as well. I remember, so they were doing the Rick Astley song, and it didn't sound very good for a long time, I think. It was like a song you guys were struggling with. And one of the reasons is that, like, the instruments are kind of real instruments, but there's a lot of, like, synth instruments. There's a lot of synth bass. And so here's JP, who's like an old soul Beatles fan, that kind of thing, and he's trying to figure out this thing. And it wasn't, like, quite coming together. And I remember talking to him in the lounge out there, because it was like his first show, and I was like, all right, who's this J.P. McGrath guy that's ruining the Rick Astley song, you know? Like, and I found this kid like with Buddy Holly glasses and a fedora on, and I was like, God damn, this kid is cool. Like, who is this kid? You know, like I right away I could tell there was something there, and I could also tell, like, here's this flower trying to grow through like a Rick Astley song. You know, it's like I felt like he was like in the wrong place at the wrong time, but I could see that he was going to eventually go on and do great things, and he has. He's the only student in tonight's show that's a member of the School of Rock All-Stars, which I mentioned earlier. Pretty big deal. They take about, before COVID, they were taking about 200 kids out of 40,000 that are in the system. So JP would go through this rigorous audition process, and he made it, and he did a tour, and then this year they scaled it way back, and they took way less kids than they've ever taken before. I think they took like 80 or 100 kids, but he still made it, which is pretty impressive. He's a special kid. Every time he plays music, I think you feel a little bit of what he's feeling, which is is a special thing. You can't teach that. So whether he's playing vocals, whether he's playing bass, whether he's playing guitar, which frankly he might be a better guitar player now than he is a bass player. He's been working at that for years, and he does some very impressive stuff on the guitar as well. But anything that he plays, anything that he sings it from his heart. And he feels it, and he makes you feel something. And that's just an incredibly powerful thing. So we're going to put JP in his paisley shirt and his cool Elton John sunglasses up on the Wall of Fame forever. My man.
You can thank Brendan McDonald for the paisley shirt. It was a gift from Brendan McDonald.
I believe that.
Great shirt.
I believe that. Brendan's another one of our kids who's on the Wall of Fame, so he left this shirt and his legacy for JP. We're going to do a Van Morrison song. This song's called Sweet Thing. JP's going to sing it. I hope you guys enjoy it.
All right.
Oh, and I will not remember never felt pain. We shall walk and talk in gardens of misty, misty where we pray. I will never, 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 ever grow so old. Oh, sweet thing. Whoa, my sweet thing. Whoa, yeah, that's just fine. And I will be satisfied not to read between the lines. We shall walk and talk in gardens of misty where we reign. I will never, 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 never ever grow so old again. Oh, sweet thing. Whoa, sugar baby. My sweet thing. Sugar baby, sugar baby with your champagne eyes. Yeah, don't sing like a smile, my sweet thing.
All right, let's hear it one more time for JP and all of the seniors. We're through all the senior songs at this point. Beautiful, beautiful choices, guys. We got 3 songs left for y'all. 2 of them are in the program. 1 of them isn't. A little curveball from the class of 2021 coming at you. Hope you guys are having fun. We should be out of here in about 15 minutes. Still a couple of great songs coming at you. This is Reagan Spina. She's going to sing this beautiful Neil Young song called Harvest Moon.
That's actually the song we're playing now, actually, so.
Okay, now. Now, I hear you guys in the front. You know who you are, right? Now, let's not go around and say something preposterous like, say Tom wants us to put tambourine on every song. That's ridiculous.
Anybody have a joke, Reagan?
I think we're good to go.
No joke?
This next song is a very emotional piece, and if you haven't cried yet, I think this will be the tearjerker of the night. Are those SpongeBob slides? Drip. Old Bay socks too?
nothing any come between us. Tell me, love, what do you say?
I'll say farewell.
must apologize if my lady should discover how I spend my holiday.
Let's hear it for the cast of the senior show, class of 2021. On guitar, Mr. Nate Schiller. On guitar, Mr. Michael Flowhouse. On the drums, Mr. Owen Chappelle. On the bass, School of Rock All-Star, J.P. McGrath. On the vocals, Ani Goldman. On the vocals, Nicole Duncan. Let's get the rest of my seniors up here, one by one. Come on, Miss Reagan Spina, Mr. Andrew Shank, Mr. Noah Cucarulo, Mr. Michael Swirly. We hope you guys had a good time tonight. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. I wish you all the best. I love y'all. Thank you so much for your love and your hard work.
Thank you so much, Tom.
One more round of applause for the cast of the senior show, class of 21.